You know what time it is.
Boom! Shakalaka! Hi, everybody. It's Boom Shakalaka time.
That's right. And it's Friday.
It's Friday in
Yes.
Waterloo. We're at On the Rocks right here at what's the address?
708 Jefferson.
Okay.
Yes.
And you can see all this beautiful artwork. We have the artist here today and the business owner.
Yes.
And Chaveevah, they're best friends.
Hey, who'd imagine?
Yeah,
No.
we know a few best friends and so
It makes for a great working relationship.
it does, it does. When you can work with your bestie.
Yes.
And when they let you take time off.
Oh yeah. That's even better.
I get you good time off next week, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, we want to say welcome to Ms. Rocki and Chaveevah Live, and we want to remind you that there's always, always, always something good happening on the North End.
And everywhere else in the Cedar Valley.
That's right.
And you know this.
All the time.
And
Yes.
especially right here on Jefferson Street at On the Rocks. So
Yes.
we want to thank our hosts for having us here today.
And I just keep looking behind myself because the background is just so awesome. It makes me feel like I'm sitting, waiting, getting ready to go into the drive-in.
To the drive-in, they've got the Starlight Theater. They have other things that you'll recognize if you stop here.
Yes.
And wet your whistle. They have some wonderful drink specials along with an art show that you probably weren't expecting.
Absolutely.
So stop in to On the Rocks sometime
Yes.
soon. And we'll get to talk to them in just a minute.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, we got a lot of things to celebrate this Friday.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
A lot of things that have been happening in the national news, Chaveevah.
Yeah, I know, man. Did you hear about the special ed teacher that threw a New Year's Eve party and was serving liquor to the students?
What?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yes, yeah.
Underage students.
Yeah, underage students, yeah. And what's even worse, you hear about that McDonald's employee that ended up having to give somebody a two-piece, one of the customers?
But listen, no. And the customers, she started fighting.
She had to fight the customer.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
And I'm glad because guess what? We ain't finna talk about that.
No.
We're
No,
gonna
we
talk
are
about
not.
some good things that you've
Yes.
probably been hearing about.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of good stuff that's been happening too.
Always, always, yeah.
Yeah, we've got good stuff like, what's the lady's name that is in the, what is she?
No, she's on the Congress. Her name
Oh,
is
the Congress.
Ilhan Omar.
Yes, yes, the first Somalian American to win a seat in Congress.
In Congress, right.
Yes.
And 23 years ago, this is what's amazing to me. 23 years ago, she and her father came to this country as refugees.
Wow. And she heard about the American dream and thought she'd try it out.
And now she's serving in Congress.
Right,
Wow.
exactly. And what about the Soul Town? That's something good we can talk about.
Oh my
A
goodness.
lot of people are
yes.
sleeping on the vision of the Soul Town, and we can't have that.
Oh no, not at all.
And we had a meeting with Chillin', and she told us that there's going to be Kwanzaa in July. You've heard of Christmas in July? Well, we finna do the Kwanzaa in July.
That's going to be awesome.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. So that's the kind of good stuff we want to talk about. And what about Royal Legacy Christian Academy?
Oh yes, yes. Mm-hmm.
Always need donations from you.
Yes, absolutely. And in addition to Royal Legacy Christian Academy's Spanish immersion, they also have American Sign Language.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
with Keisha Amanda.
Yes.
She's teaching American Sign Language there, and their winter program was full of signing, regular songs, Spanish songs, all that wonderful stuff. So,
Yeah.
and what people really need to know is that they definitely need your donations year around. So I
Yes.
want to just take a moment to tell you to go to rlcawaterloo.org and give your donation and make it a monthly deal. So
Yes.
they can always they always need donations to sponsor the children that go there. It's a great school. Stop in for a tour soon.
Sure. Zion, we have some comments.
Yes. Lori Dale says, Zion said it correctly. UQ is 319-273-4772.
All right.
Great.
Mary Cajun says, love y'all, love you ladies. The sound is bad on my end. Have a great day.
Oh,
okay. We'll try to speak up a little louder.
Thank
I know
you,
I'm sort
Mary.
of, especially have sort of a, I don't know, lower register voice.
Oh, it's fine. We'll just talk louder. And Zion has moved up. Thank you for that input, Mary. And the last good thing that I want to make sure we talk about is On the Rocks right here in Waterloo. And the address again.
708 708 Jefferson.
All right.
Right here in Waterloo.
Yep. So come on down sometime and we might meet you here. Yeah.
Not too many places where you can have a nice adult beverage and an art show at the same time.
That's right. That's right. So I know you guys last week, Chaveevah, Chastity was here, right? And you guys talked about some things that were going on, some things places that we went
last
year.
The places that we went to last year, and we covered a lot of ground. We couldn't even mention all of the places we went to, but it was sort of a whirlwind year. This time we're going to talk about a lot of the people.
Oh, we had so many awesome people.
Yes.
And if you missed it, you missed it. But we're going to tell you how to find them later. We had Nisa Neal.
Yes.
Last year.
Yes.
In 2017.
2018.
2018, that's right, it's 2019.
Yeah, we got a whole new year going on here. Okay. Deb Berry, of course, who has always pitched in and helped us a lot as a co-host. Lyrical, the music man.
Right, we've had Chastity Martin, we've had David Deeds, Dan Trelka.
Renee Carson, Kent Shankle, Queen Gabby.
Tara Thomas.
Solomon and Abraham Funches, father and son.
Right, that's right. We've had Felicia Smith-Knowles and Rick Coleman, the sports guy.
Absolutely. And we finally were able to run down and catch Kevin Burt.
That's a hard man to catch, and I had to miss him. I was off when you guys interviewed him, but that was awesome. Great interview, great music. And Jennifer Johnson, and we had DeCarlos Anderson. He was awesome too, with the kids and the basketball and sports.
Yep, we had Minister Pat King and Deb Saffold. Lolita Montgomery.
Yeshia Bebe and David Goodson.
We had Imogene Phillips Jones, who was she started out with NBC, right?
Oh yeah,
yeah,
she's
really
retired.
a trailblazer.
Right. And we had DJ Commando last week.
Absolutely.
And Sharon Silva, we can't forget her.
Right. Can't forget Hyphy either.
Oh right, or Mayor Hart.
For sure.
Who's our city guru.
Yes.
And he joins us every third Friday.
Yes.
So he'll be again, I think it's, I don't know the date, but he'll be here on the third
weeks,
Friday. Yeah, and you said Hyphy, that's our hip hop guru.
Yes.
And we have Bev Smith, Pat Kinney,
Ross Smith, and of course the crew from Unicue.
Yes.
Everyone.
Yes, we had so many awesome people.
Yeah, I think Zion has some comments for us. Right?
First one, Chanel Berry says, looking beautiful, ladies.
All right.
Hey, Chanel, thank you.
Thank you, Chanel. I hope to see you at the meeting.
Yes, the critique.
All right. So shout out to all of our guests for 2018, even though I tried to call it 2017. Where did the years go?
I don't know, just like a Rip Van Winkle or something.
Right. Okay, we want to move along and talk about our history post. So many people responded to that.
Yes, really.
We had over 107 comments.
Right.
And so all of those names went into a drawing, and we're giving away today this beautiful painting.
Art print.
Oh, art print. Which will be signed and dated by the artist, Chaveevah.
Yes.
And we're giving away this painting today, art print, after this drawing. And we're also giving away a copy of Travis, It's Not Your Birthday, the book you've heard so much about.
Yes.
We'll be giving away a copy of this book today. We're going to draw 3 names. And then when our guest comes on, we're going to let them pull the names because they have a gift that they want to offer as well. So we just want you to know that some of the people that responded to our where did you grow up in Waterloo? We love all of Waterloo, but I posted, I'm an East Sider, the North End.
See, and I'm from Chicago, and I made Waterloo my home. But I really liked looking at this history post because so many people, you can tell, take a lot of pride in this being their home, and I think that's awesome.
Right.
Yeah.
So we'll start out with the home people first, and then we tell us some of the out-of-town people.
Okay.
So we had Steve Buckles. Hey, Steve, so good to see you. Thank you for commenting. And you grew up on Cutler and Dawson Street, and your grandparents lived on Reed and Kern. So that's kind of a great neighborhood. I am a witness.
Okay.
Okay, Renee Denton Cook said she grew up on North Barkley and then East 4th Street. All right, Renee, I remember the East 4th Street.
Okay.
Let's see, Craig Peverell, yes. He grew up on Black Hawk Road.
Okay.
Over there by Hope Martin Park.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes. And we have Jerry McGee, who grew up on Quincy and Adams. Now that's the heart of the North End.
Okay.
If that ain't North End, I don't know what
I
is.
tell you.
And then Sally Creevy.
East 4th Street and Dane.
East 4th and Dane.
That's the heart
That's
of the
the
North
heart
End,
of the
too,
North
for
End.
real.
That's what you call the hood.
Yeah. And for a few people who made mention that they had different hometowns, like myself, okay, Chicago.
Right.
Summer Wigley grew up in Milwaukee. Tyler Vincent grew up on the south side of Des Moines.
Oh,
yeah.
Tyler, yes.
Daniel Zilk said he grew up in Virginia Beach. And my friend Barbara Warren grew up in South Bend, Indiana, or as the Potawatomi people call it, Ribbontown. I thought that was pretty cool. So thank you, Barbara, for that little bit of history.
And wasn't there a story behind that Ribbontown?
Yeah,
I mean,
it was I guess a trade center or whatever when they first, the Potawatomi name was Zenba Odanik.
Oh, and
Potawatomi.
I'm
yes.
so awful at names and stuff.
And they call it
Potawatomi.
Ribbontown because it was a trade spot and they could go to the trade area and trade for stuff like pretty ribbons and
Wow,
you know.
and that is a Native American culture, Potawatomi.
Yes.
And you actually lived close to them?
Yeah, in South Bend. Yes, one of my friends that I went to high school with
Made that comment.
made that comment. Yeah.
Yes, this woman has lived about 4 or 5 different lives, maybe even 6.
No, see, a cat only gets 9, so don't count me up too far.
All right. Okay, so our guests, we get to introduce them now, right, Chaveevah? I think. We shout out our crew.
Oh, you absolutely need to shout out our crew. Oh, we have comments?
Yes.
Okay, we'll do comments first.
Van Ether's Tally Gardner says hi.
Van
Hi,
Esther.
Van Esther.
Lori Andale says, what about me?
What about Lori?
And
Yes.
your son is so dramatic, Lori.
Chanel Berry says, yes indeed.
All right.
Crystal Wood says, love you, my beautiful aunt.
Oh, thank you, sweetie. That's my niece.
Okay, Crystal,
Hi,
what
baby.
about me? All right. Okay, we want to shout out our crew Zion, and that's
Always.
Zion
Yes.
and Ed and Mark.
Yes. Okay.
So we want to always say hi to these guys, please, and you can turn the, he's hiding. Ed, get out from He's being strange.
Okay.
But thank you so much to you guys and
Yes.
Zion as well. Yeah, we want to always thank them because they follow us all over the place.
Okay.
And go ahead.
Let's not forget to shout out Dr. Amber Boyd Robinson and
yes.
Joyce Ann Wilder, who were winners of last week's trivia question. Okay, they're both going to receive a signed copy of In Due Time.
Oh, right. Good. Joyce did answer it right.
Yes, she did.
And yes, we want to let you know that if you did miss anything like that, you can always go to #post_boom_shakalaka. So thank you, Zion. And you can find out what our show had on it last week and any references to any of the guests and stuff.
Okay.
That's #post_boom_shakalaka. Now spell shakalaka right. You got to sound it out sometimes.
Okay. Boom,
Okay.
shakalaka.
Okay.
All right.
I think they've waited long enough.
Yes, indeed.
And I think they're ready. I can see them pacing the floor over there and stuff and all kinds of things happening. So
Okay.
we want to introduce our guest, Chaveevah. Go for it.
That's right. We want to introduce Patrick Plumley and Mike Marshall of
Yay!
On the Rocks.
And you guys have did you bring your Moscow Mule? Well, what are you going to, oh, you don't? Okay.
No.
We're just going to
Thank you, though.
Okay, you're welcome.
Okay.
I mean,
Thank you, and welcome.
Of course.
We want to thank you for letting us be able to broadcast from your location and just for joining us to talk about your business. And
Yeah,
Well, I appreciate it.
You do?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And you have a gift. You say you're going to give away for the
we'll
drawing?
give away a $20 gift card tonight.
$20 gift card? I'm going to put my name in the drawing.
No.
And you said for tonight?
Whatever.
Okay. Oh, Chaveevah, we've never had such a generous host. Come back next week, okay?
Let's give it a little bit more.
You'll have the door locked too.
Right, you'll have the door locked. We almost didn't get in today, but thank you for opening the door for
No
us.
problem. Anytime.
Yes, and we want to. We always ask everybody a trick question, so we're going to set you up for this trick question. You ready? And it's okay if you say the wrong thing. Most people do.
So just ask him, that's fine.
I'm asking both of you.
Zion,
What?
just want to make sure everyone is in the shot.
Oh, you got every. I'm sure he does. Oh, come on, Zion. What do you do? Oh, we read. Okay. Anyway, do you subscribe to? How come everybody's not in the shop?
It's
Reconnecting? Huh? Okay, got it. Okay, do you subscribe to the Soul Town?
No.
Like, no, not really.
Okay, great.
Well, we want to say that the Soul Town is a homegrown magazine that was started right here in Waterloo. And it, you know, the name, the Soul Town, the person who started this magazine, Cherie Kaba, said she wanted to remind everybody that the Soul Town isn't a physical location. It's a cyber community.
It's a virtual.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. And the circulation is worldwide, nationwide, and building. And there's always some great stories in there about different things. Some people that are local, some people out the West Coast, Midwest, just really all over. And it's just good reading. And of course, I'm a bit biased. I'm one of the writers, and
Yeah, and she always features the Boom Shakalaka, which I don't see chilling seriously. But
You just threw
anyway,
yourself under the bus with this whole section.
I know, right?
see.
But the thing about it is, it has the 19 most talked about people here in the Cedar Valley today. You're not on the list, neither am I.
Okay. Neither am I. So don't feel bad.
bad.
We'll get on that list.
We're striving for this now.
Keep
Yep.
trying.
We're giving it
You
a
might
go.
make it. There you go.
But anyway, you can always subscribe online. It comes as a digital or hard copy magazine, and you can order from www.thesoultown.com, or you can pick up hard copies from Earth's Beauty Supply on 403 Franklin Street. Yes, that's right. Or Tri-City Clothing
Right.
at 305 East 4th Street.
You got
Yes.
Got that.
Okay.
that? So you know you have plenty of time after the show, before you open,
To go get
to
one.
go.
Plenty of time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Plenty of time. All right, great. So now that we just want like you guys to feel comfortable, you do.
Oh yeah, we're good.
Okay. Do you like to sing?
No.
Okay.
I'll be sitting the happy out, but I'll yell happy birthday or something.
Oh, you're not gonna sing? You didn't tell me that before we came. Okay, you'll sing.
I'll sing to him.
Okay,
Yeah, I
see.
guess we're doing the happy birthday thing.
Yeah, and you know the Stevie Wonder version.
Nope.
Okay.
You lost me again.
I can't see the Stevie Wonder version in my head.
Okay, well we're gonna lead
She
you.
said he can't see it.
That's
in
a
his
pun.
head.
Hey, she got the pun! She got the pun! But I still haven't heard it.
He's a comedian.
I still haven't heard the version
Okay.
though.
Okay. Well,
Well,
you
you hear
get
it sung badly in just a second.
right, and we have Marcina Clark that we're
Yes.
singing to. So you have to cram all these names in that part.
Okay.
Gabriel Benson.
Patrick Jacob Plumley.
Who's that?
Yep.
Is that today?
That's tomorrow.
Tomorrow. It's his birthday tomorrow.
So we're saying the full names?
And Rocki Bell. Yeah.
They're the same ones on the post, because I just been walking my phone.
Okay. I'm
not
just
gonna
kidding.
remember all
You can't cram all those
Oh
names.
no, we're not gonna cram all
See,
those
I'm a
names. We're just
comedian
gonna
too.
see. Somebody's trying to.
Lori Andell says, I want a gift card.
Oh, okay,
okay.
well, you should have commented.
Your
Sign
name
up
should.
And
Yeah.
Velveeta Robertson says, hello.
Okay.
Hey Vita.
Hello.
Okay, Dada, Ade Mungu,
Jason
Jason
Doris. Cassie Jenkins. Go ahead.
Madonna Parker, Todd Goodson,
Yes.
Chuck Dale,
Hey, Chuck.
Chucky Ducky.
Leela Gregg and Crystal Wood.
Yes, my beautiful niece who just shouted me out. Happy birthday to everyone.
Right, happy
Yes.
birthday. And we really like to sing. Do you guys have bass voice, like a deep voice? Use that one, okay?
But we don't even know this rendition.
Yeah.
Well, you just join in when you can. We'll
It's easy
start
to
it
follow.
out. It
It's
goes
like an improv. I like it.
It really
okay.
is.
It
yeah.
goes something like this. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday,
Okay.
I
Patrick.
kind of don't have to sing because I'm singing to myself then.
Yeah, you are
that's
right.
I should have just sat back and let you guys.
I feel like I caught on pretty
should
quick.
have. You
See?
should have just been blushing and
It's working.
smiling. Okay.
All
Okay,
right.
great. Well, thanks guys for putting up with Chaveevah.
Yes. Okay, yeah. Yes. But anyway, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes,
And now
of
to
course.
some serious questions to ask you all about On the Rocks. How long have you been in business?
March 29th, we're going on our second year this
Oh,
year.
wow, okay.
So we're a little secret, never advertised. Only reason you'll know about us is if friends of friends.
Okay.
We also don't have like bar fights or cop calls or any of that drama because we don't advertise, I feel like. So it's just more of a good friends meeting other people, and then we've slowly grown to where we are now,
Okay.
which is exactly what we wanted to do. We didn't want to force it and get a wrong crowd in here, especially with what we're doing with all the historical stuff, and having Mike be able to do what he did here was very, very impressive.
Great,
Yes.
it is. And you guys have been friends for a long time. Mike, will you talk about that? How long have you known Pat?
Oh, since the old Rugrats days. Back when we were younger, we grew up together. And
Oh.
Okay.
during high school, I ended up moving away to San Diego for about 9 years, 8, 9 years. So I lost touch with basically my whole friend group in Iowa. But then reconnected back about, it's been like 7 years since I've been back. So about 7 years ago, just reconnected with all my friends, and everybody had grown up in that amount of time, and Pat opened a bar, so it's nice to follow the friends that have like minds.
Right. And Zion, I'm not sure if we're catching the audio, so I might need you to get up and like kind of get in their faces because their voices aren't as loud. But so as ours, because we do this all the time.
Yeah.
So you guys are so young. How do you even know about the Starlight? And tell us how this came up. You just did a lot of Waterloo studying for history?
Google, and then just hearing stuff, and I worked downtown for probably 4 years now. Before I worked at CU, so I worked with like David Deeds and stuff.
Okay, sure.
So they're huge in like the historical community in Waterloo. They've done like all the Warden Block and all like the different stuff downtown. Just seeing them do stuff and then wanting to do something that isn't just a typical bar.
Okay. Had you always thought that you wanted to open a bar?
Kinda. So it just kind of
I
fell
don't mean like
into
from
it.
when you were little and nothing like
Well,
that.
like my family always grew up owning bars, and then my parents got rid of theirs when I would have been like 8 or 9.
Okay.
And then just working for a lot of different companies. Didn't really want to open my own bar until I worked for a guy in Cedar Falls, and just seeing how productive he was and on point. I'm gonna name drop him. Kyle was. Kyle also opened up Icon, Greenhouse, Whiskey Road. He is literally kind of like my inspiration. Look up to the guy a lot. Really good guy.
How many businesses that man's
Yeah,
open.
every other
Wow.
day they open something. So
Kyle's a good guy.
just seeing somebody so passionate and doing it the correct way made me want to follow suit, basically.
Great. And how is business so far?
A lot better.
A lot better?
Any opening, when you open your first year, it's really hard.
Sure.
But we got through that, then we got all the murals up, stuff like that. So, wouldn't know to do it without Mike. He did like my back bar, everything. He's made this place something special that no one else in town could replicate or
Right.
duplicate.
Yes.
And everybody needs to see this. You have to experience it.
Yes.
Now, Mike, talk about what did you use for a template? How did you know what to paint, or did he give you the ideas? Did you guys collaborate?
Well, a nice mixture of basically everything that you just said, like thrown in a mixer and poured in a glass. We started out with, I just called him up and I knew he owned a business and I wanted to contribute in some way, throw up a sign or make something. I own my own construction business, so I can make a small craft or something to hang on the wall.
Oh.
Just something to put on his wall space, kind of to show that I can do the stuff and that, to contribute to his business. So I met him down here one day and we were just sitting there talking, drinking over a beer, and he had mentioned something about art, doing murals on his walls. And he always wanted that art on his walls.
Okay.
I've hobbied in art my whole life. I never marketed, never sold it, nothing like that. Never found myself to where it was good enough to sell. Artists never truly will.
Okay,
But,
right.
Yeah.
And you always want to get better.
Exactly. They always find their flaws and they're like, well, I can't really justify selling this, as you probably know. It's hard to.
It really is sometimes.
I mean, I'd rather just give my piece away than sell it. So it's never marketed in my aspect. But when you mentioned the mural, I mean, that's just a chance for me to draw on somebody's walls and get paid to do it. So obviously I'm going to jump at the opportunity.
How'd you find the time? That was.
He doesn't sleep.
You don't
Yeah,
sleep.
I don't sleep much. I mean, I moved back to Iowa from San Diego to work. I came here so that I could build a foundation in order to not have to work the rest of my life.
Yeah.
So while I'm young and agile, I just fill myself with as much work as possible.
Good.
I work a full-time job and then I also own my company on the side, so I do both.
So you don't sleep?
No. A 16-hour work day isn't absurd for me. It's moving past that most days. But come in here most evenings and come in here and I just be basically live painting when he's operating business. But it started with the Waterloo one, and then from there it was I don't think he imagined such a big painting.
Okay.
But I don't think I did either. I kind of excited and just kind of went with it.
Yeah.
After a while, I'm sure you get to where you have to make yourself stop.
I would be in here.
Probably know from
I would be here so long, 8 hours, 10 hours, just painting, just staring at a wall.
Right.
You are literally watching paint dry.
Paint dry.
This is something that people joke around about. When artists watch paint dry. I gotta get my second coat on. I gotta get another base coat. Everything has to dry, and I'm just sitting there watching it. Blowing on it in the meantime, trying to get it to dry a little bit faster.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
We're best friends too, and we've worked on art projects together. And I know from dealing with Chaveevah that sometimes I'll have something envisioned and then she'll show me what I explained to her for an illustration. And I'm like, wow, that's not what I thought, but whoa, that's awesome.
That's how she perceives it in her rendition of it.
Right.
You understand.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No complete. I mean, me and him will go over ideas all day.
Right.
So after we did this one, we basically set a theme.
Okay.
And then if you look around in the right direction, it's a timeline.
Okay. Zion
Yes,
has
Zion.
comments for us.
Phil Spec, I don't know how to say that.
Spec.
Says hi, ladies.
Hi, Phil.
We're here. Cheers, Phil.
Yeah. What about them, Phil?
Crystal Woods says, thank you for the birthday shout out and love the singing. You guys are awesome.
Yeah.
Thank
you're
you.
welcome.
See, your family is going to say that about you anyway. So.
For sure. We had a little bass today. Yes. Thank you, Crystal. Yeah. So
Who is your clientele base? I mean, as far as the ages of...
I would say we have the biggest diverse clientels in town. You'll have let's say 67-year-old John sitting in here, and you also have a couple 22-year-old kids next to him.
okay.
But that's the thing, I think we've made such a nice environment to come into with the murals. And it ain't too classy to the point where you feel out of place.
Yeah.
But you know to act right.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Yes.
it
And
does.
we don't have the fights. And it's just so refreshing.
Good.
being a bar
good.
owner and knowing you're not gonna have to deal with drama every night
And yeah.
and complaints because of somebody else doing something. And
Right.
it's literally like a neighborhood bar. Is the best way to
Right.
explain it.
Well, great.
It's a culture. I think that's what we really went after when you walk into a place that is supposed to be somewhere people go for social gathering.
Right.
You want to build a culture. Something that brings everybody together and something that they have a mutual talk about. Like in the beginning of the show, you said you remember getting ready to go to the Starlight.
Oh,
Yes.
So that's exactly what we want. We want that icebreaker.
Yeah.
That conversation keeper. Something that keeps you from drinking one beer. Now you're staying for 6 or 7.
Okay.
Because you get lost in conversation.
And you call
Not 6
Uber.
or 7, 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Hey.
Don't forget
6
the
or
legal
7.
limit. You know, we
Right.
got to keep that in mind.
Oh, we believe in Uber around here, don't we?
Okay,
Yeah.
of course.
Uber. We support Uber.
Of
There you go.
course, of course.
So now you all heard that. Diverse crowd, nice people getting together and having fun, no fights, no complaints, beautiful artwork around you. You know, come on down, check them out.
Have 6 or 7
Great
beers.
place.
And do you
And
six or
if you
seven?
have 6 or 7 beers, take
Call
an Uber
Uber.
home.
Right. And do you have you're on Facebook?
Yes, we
Give
do.
us your Facebook page.
On the Rocks is our Facebook page. It's located in Waterloo. There's a couple more out in like Boulder, Colorado. I found out, but that was after the fact.
Ah.
But they spelled a little different, ROX instead of the
Oh.
ROCKS. So yeah, just come check us out on Facebook. We do weekly specials. We also do big things with darts. We carry about 20 dart teams. We're going to be having up to 4 or 5 dartboards coming in. You know, we're level 4 winners.
All right. And talk about,
Champion.
I noticed that you guys are showing some love to your neighbor businesses.
Yes.
Brick House. There's
Yep.
food right down the street. So if
We,
you guys kind of collaborate a little with.
So we don't collaborate, but I allow any local business food in here. I don't want people ordering like Pizza Hut and stuff like
Oh,
that.
sure.
Because we have like Basil Pizza right down the street.
Yeah.
You have La Mexicana. You have Brick House. You have Smitty's. You can go over there. Firewater. Literally, we have the barber shop right next door, the Fade Room.
Oh,
They're
wow.
good friends of ours. They cut all our hair, stuff like that.
Okay.
And they're also a local company. There's 2 guys that own it, are the only 2 that work there. That's how local they are. So I
Wow.
always support somebody that goes after the dream and stuff like that. So
That's right.
I'm not against corporate,
Yes.
but Waterloo, we're a small community, so we should be supporting our local companies.
That's
They
right.
support us.
Yeah.
That's right. And that's
Why
the
not
way it
support us?
should
We
be.
support them.
And that's why we're here, because seriously, we support you too.
I
Yes.
appreciate that.
Okay. Too bad you don't have a drink, or we toast to you.
I got
You
one.
know, we got just a little bit of
We got
business to take care of.
we got a
too,
drawing
here
to
real
do.
quick. Yes.
Perfect.
So we're going to give away, first of all, we're going to give away the gift card. How much was it?
20.
A
$20 gift card. You hear that,
Wow.
Martha? Okay, so who's going to draw? We'll do.
I'll do it.
Okay. We'll
I
let
hope you
you
get
draw.
a really
one.
hard name.
They're
Like a really hard
Well,
one.
I draw it and you say it, right?
No,
They're
no.
probably hard to
You
read.
pass it
but
to
I
your
wrote them
right.
down. Can you
Yep.
say it?
I think I can. I got it. I'm gonna might butcher it a little. Satira Hodges.
Satira Hodges.
Is that right?
$20
That's
gift
right.
card.
Satira
wow.
Hodges.
And she's here in town, I believe.
Yep. Congratulations.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right.
The next is for this painting right here, this
Art print.
signed by Chaveevah, the artist, called The Songstress. And we'll let you draw.
Now
I hope I get like
comes
Hank
up.
Smith or something.
Uh-oh.
Maura Taylor?
More? Let me see that.
I'm not gonna butcher her first
Oh,
name.
Wardine Moore Taylor.
Oh, Wardine. Okay.
Wardine Moore Taylor. You get the print.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. I think that's local too. I'm not sure.
Let's hope so.
Okay.
Okay.
All
We
right.
have also
And last
local
drawing
UPS.
for Travis. It's not your birthday. You want to draw, Chaveevah?
Okay.
Drum roll. Where's our drum roll, Zion?
And the winner is Mirsad Kosovic.
Oh, congratulations.
Congratulations,
Papa Lou.
Mirsad.
You get a signed copy of Travis. It's not your birthday. It's your lucky
All
day.
right.
Awesome. And he's a great supporter.
Yes, he
Always
is.
sharing. Remember to like and share. Remember to come to On the Rocks.
Yes, absolutely.
What else, Chaveevah? Did I forget? What other business?
I
you
don't
said
know. I
something
think that
else.
pretty much
Does that wrap
covers
it up?
Yes.
Okay, all my notes, and I don't know what I'm doing still. So.
Same here.
Anyway, Oh, see, Patrick stole my notes.
I didn't touch them.
Okay.
I might have been reading ahead, but I
Replay.
didn't touch them.
Wind it back. I want to see it.
So,
Thank you so much for making us feel so welcome.
I appreciate it, ladies.
Of course. Thanks for coming in.
All
The days are
right.
fun. We enjoyed it.
all right, thank you.
We want to encourage you to keep doing what makes you awesome, like these guys are
That's
doing.
right, because it makes us all look good.
See you next time.